Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the EBL pre-season interview for Season 6 with Metamaxis, as you know, seeing as it's his channel. It's going to be the last season on Sword and Shield, and I'm quite excited for it. I don't know about yourself, but either way, I suppose I should go into the first question, which is, how are you doing today?
Doing quite well today.
Good. Always good to hear that. Yeah. Obviously, this is your channel, but if there are people watching this that aren't familiar with yourself and have come over from other coaches' channels, do you want to explain who you are quickly for them?
I'm Metamaxis, as you can see. I do a lot of things. I do shiny hunting, competitive Pokemon battling, as you can see here, but we also do a lot of Let's Plays on the channel. The streams tend to be Pokemon themed, where we do battle streams every Sunday, and every day we upload a video series, which is one of 3 Let's Plays. We have a rotating schedule. And then the streams are shiny hunting.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So if people are interested in them, obviously, click the subscribe button.
We've got quite a variety of content.
Indeed. But I suppose...
including watching me play Legend of Zelda games blind and not know how to do anything.
Exactly. Oh, sometimes that's the best.
Exactly, that's the fun.
I always find as well, sometimes you can know too much about a game and it can take away that little bit of magic. But if you're playing a game blind, there's nothing like it.
First time experience is always delightful.
Hell yeah. Alright, I suppose we should get into the first, as previous pre-season interviewers would have said, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. So, what is going through your head as we get closer to the start of EBL Season 6?
Confidence and a little bit of dread.
Okay. Where's the confidence coming from?
Few of my people I have going up against, I see definitely some advantageous matchups in favor of me, but I also see some definitely terrifying teams in my schedule.
Okay. And that's where the dread comes from, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That's fair enough. Are you feeling more or less confident going into this compared to last season? Like, are you feeling...
I'm feeling vastly more confident. I was overconfident last season. I feel I am adequately confident this season.
Oh, okay. I'm with you now. So it's a case of that's a weird one. It's a case of you're less confident, but that's a good thing. You feel more grounded.
More valid confidence.
Yes, okay. That's a good way of putting it. That's fair enough. Was there anything about last season that you thought you were overconfident on? Any specific aspects?
A lot. A lot.
A lot. Fair enough.
Yeah. Kartana.
Yes.
Very underwhelming.
Yes. Yeah. It can... Yeah. In this format, it's weird. Sometimes some Pokemon shine and that you wouldn't expect to, and sometimes others that that have got massive competitive just gravitas to them, I would say. They come to EBL and all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is not great. Was that did that come to light in sort of your week 1 of Season 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that the match against Alan at Texas Tyranitar?
Yep. Who is also my week 1 this season again.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough. So how are your preparations going so far for Season 6?
They're going pretty well, sort of taking notes on all the Pokemon that, my opponents have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5.
Yeah.
With most focus on week 1 so far.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's always good to think ahead, though, I suppose. So you've got some sort of preparation for all, but at the moment you're grabbing the notes of week 1 and you're like, right, these are what I need to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And how did you think your draft went this season?
It went more or less beyond what I was hoping for.
Oh, that's good. Did you have a lot of backups prepared and backups for backups and all of that sort of thing?
Yeah, and most of my backups I didn't need to start dipping into. I think in total 7 of my first picks I ended up getting.
Oh, that's good. Well, I think... I was going to say, did you get sniped on any occasions? But I think I took... Was it Volcarona and Excadrill were on your list, I think?
Volcarona and Excadrill. Those were sort of this one or this one as my first pick.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, if I need notes on how to use them, I'll give you a message. But obviously not the week before our battle. Maybe I'll wait till we're done and you can you can tell me any secrets.
Very much.
Exactly. And after drafting that team, how are you feeling about it? Are you feeling quite confident with it?
Very much, yeah. I'm liking it, and it feels much better than my first season team.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough. Well, let's read out your team anyway while we're here. So you've got Zacian, which is on the logo for the second season in a row. So that says a lot about that pick. Then you've got Togekiss, Gastrodon returning, Grimmsnarl, Galarian Darmanitan, Galvantula, Gyarados, Chandelure, and Dialga. So yeah, you're feeling pretty good about that team. I know I would.
Very much.
Yeah, there's a few. I think there's a few returning on there. Is that Dialga returning, Gastrodon, Togekiss as well? I think as well.
Yes, those three are returning.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I always find sometimes that can give you an advantage because it's what not just what could work from last season, but maybe what couldn't. So you can fine tune those tactics. Are there any Pokemon on your team that you feel could get an MVP, whether it be weekly or even a season MVP?
Zacian, Togekiss,
Yeah.
Gyarados,
Okay.
Dialga.
Okay then, that's fair enough. Yeah, Zacian is. Yeah, I mean it's been on a logo 2 times in a row for a reason. So.
Is Zacian.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose I should change that question too. Is there any Pokemon besides Zacian that you feel could get an MVP? Okay then. Yeah. So why the others? Why the Dialga, Gyarados, and Togekiss?
Gyarados. It's got a lot of different forms of setup. It can. I've used Gyarados and Togekiss very frequently in other competitive events. I have a lot of experience with them. I know a lot of their ins and outs, what about them works well, and sort of their weaknesses. Dialga, I will die on the hill if I think has the best type combination of any legendary accessible within the EBL rules.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragon Steel is pretty... Yeah, that's pretty good.
And with a 90 base speed.
Yes, as well. Yeah. And that special attack, is it like 150, I think I want to say?
Yep.
Yeah. I think
120 physical defense body press.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I think I had it for season 3 or 4.
I think it was 2.
I started in 3, so it must have been 3. It must have been the first one.
Okay, it must have been 3. Yeah, it was your first season I watched.
Yeah. And similarly then, are there any underrated Pokemon you feel are on your team? Any Pokemon that you think people are going to sleep on, potentially?
Probably the Chandelure.
Okay then, that's fair enough. I don't know too much. Well, this probably ties in with the question because I don't really know too much about it from a competitive point of view. Just sort of knowledge point of view. Like I know its moves and types and things, but I don't really know what it does. So I suppose that can be quite underrated. And moving on to the next question. What were your thoughts after seeing your schedule? What I'll do is I'll quickly read out the schedule so that everyone can see it. Even though it's a completely different team for each coach every season, but still, you have got week 1, you have got Texas Tyranitar, coached by the Doorman, and then week 2, you've got me, with the Essex Espeons. Week 3, it is Detroit Luxray, coached by Game of Views, who has been here since week 1. Then you've got Carolina Garchomps, coached by Newtbox, week 4, and week 5, DC Starmies of Timmy B. So how were you thinking when you saw that schedule? What was going through your head?
Timmy and you gave me a bit of pause.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to redo the schedule for a couple of dropouts.
Week 1 I had you last time.
Yes. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
And I had Sly as well week 2.
Exactly, yeah. The way the schedule worked before we reworked it was that there were 3 semi-finalists left from last season, and me, yourself, and Sly. We all played each other, and then the other 9 coaches played one of us, and then 4 battles against one another. So it was actually quite an even schedule for everyone, really. The semi-finalists got a chance to battle it out again properly in a new season, and then the people who weren't in the semi-finalists got to play one of us. So then we had a couple of dropouts, and I had to redo the schedule, and now basically everyone is playing everyone in their conference plus one from the other side. So we are in the same conference. We are in the mega conference. So we face up again, and I am looking forward to that one. I say we face up again. We fought up in the Little Cup.
Yeah, we didn't face the actual EBL.
Yeah, which not that it doesn't count. It's just not like it's not the main.
It's not the same kind of thing.
Exactly. It's the support act to the main event. That's what it is. So yeah, you were
the appetizer before the main course.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's your weeks 2 and 5. That's what you're looking at.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. Timmy's got a bit of experience behind him, so he gets better every season. So we shall see how that one goes.
Timmy was my favorite matchup last season.
Yeah.
I had the most fun with that match.
Oh right, yeah. I think I remember that one. Was that the one where it was down to Mewtwo Togekiss? I want to say.
Yes.
Yes, that was a good match. I love a 6-5.
The best part about that was like Timmy and I were bantering the entire week leading up to that.
Yeah.
So it was like we respected the other's team, and we knew that it could do some serious damage. We were also like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring in like Explosion Gigalith, or my Thunder Wave Max Speed Bisharp, and
exactly
just all kinds of things like that. It was just so much fun.
And the battle definitely lived up to it, I will say that. Yeah. So, with that in mind as well, how difficult would you rate your season out of 10 this upcoming season?
I would say a very solid 8.
Okay, then. That's fair. Respectable number. Yeah. Is there anyone not on your schedule that you'd actually like to face?
There's a few.
Okay.
There's quite a few.
Yeah.
Of course, they're all in the Dynamax conference, but
yeah.
main two are Jakey XY and Sly Guy.
Okay, yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking forward to playing Sly Guy myself, so I can see that again. Was it you two in the semi-final last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And looking forward to a little grudge match. The only way you'll face this season is the final as well. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, if you manage to get there, that'll be a match to watch. 100%.
That will.
And Jakey, of course, you've just done a series with Jakey and a couple of other people. It's
yes, the Oras 2v2 souling.
Yeah, indeed. I think I face in week 3, so that'll be good. A good UK versus UK match. Are there which teams look the most dangerous, not including your own?
Timmy,
fair enough.
No hesitation, Timmy.
Should we have a quick readout of Timmy's team as we are referencing it? He is he Mega or Dynamax?
He is the Dynamax format.
He is the Dynamax. There we go. Timmy's, yes. So Timmy's got the Solgaleo, Palkia, Sylveon, Electivire, Mamoswine, Venusaur, Incineroar, Archeops, and the Porygon Z. He has got quite a lot of Pokemon that have already proven themselves in EBL. That's quite terrifying. And Timmy and the Mamoswine seems to be a team up, but we see quite regularly. He knows what he's doing with that, and I think that matchup alone is how do I put it? I don't want to say terrifying, but you know that he knows exactly what he's doing with it.
He's seasoned with it.
Seasoned. That's the good way of putting it. Yeah, he is seasoned with it. And sort of on the other end of that, do you think there are any underrated teams that have been drafted that you think could cause a few problems this season? Maybe not necessarily go all the way, or maybe they could, but any teams you think could come up and just surprise people, really?
Let's have a look. I definitely like Mike the Quick's Mega Rain team.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Mega Rain team plus Shiinotic and Gengar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Road Humphreys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Road Humphreys, the electric ice. Yeah, that could cause a few problems, because if you can't figure out how to deal with rain, especially with Kyogre on that team.
And Pelipper has 2 means of rain settings. Rain is long-running the best weather competitively. The only blip for a generation it wasn't the best was Oras, Oras and kind of Ultra Sun and Moon, where Primal Groudon existed.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, Rain is generally the best.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good setup. I think we've seen a couple of teams do it before. I think all the way back to Season 1, we've been seeing teams crop up with this every now and again. So it's a format that definitely works with an EBL. How do you think your record is going to go this season? Looking at the teams you're facing, what do you think your record could be come the end of Week 5?
3-2. I always aim for one more win than my losses.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That is a good way of looking at it. That's exactly my outlook. Positive record, doesn't matter what the number. That's fair enough. And I have one final question here. And that final question is, why will you be the champion of EBL Season 6?
I have learned from my mistakes of last season, and I have created a much better team than last season's was.
Okay, then.
And I got to the semifinals last season with that team.
Yeah. Oh, yes, true, yeah. Would you say you had a baptism of fire with EBL last season?
Exactly. I believe very much in trial by fire.
Yeah. You definitely learned from those sorts of things. Well, yeah, anyway, thank you for your pre-season interview there, Mr. Metamaxis. Before we go, have you got anything you want to promote at the moment or any plugs you want to make? You'll know yourself when the video comes out. It's totally up to you. So anything you want to let the viewers know about your channel that's coming up, do let them know.
Well, we're going to be going potentially to Pittsburgh Regionals in Pennsylvania for a Pokemon Regional for Scarlet Violet
nice.
in a few weeks. So that's going to be pretty good. Hope to go there. And yeah, other than that, I got a few big discussion long-form videos in the pipeline. But other than that, not too much.
That's fair enough.
Big planned, yeah.
Yeah. Apart from all the things you said near at the start of the interview, of course. So yeah, okay then. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Do subscribe to the EBL channel as well as subscribing to the Metamaxis channel here, of course. But to be fair, that's pretty much it. We will wrap up there. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you again soon. Bye-bye.
See you on the battlefield.